Hello, welcome everyone to the online briefing section of the IFTA FinTech Achievement Awards 2020. We are very glad to see you all here today. I'm Pian, your MC of today. In today's section, we are honored to have invited IFTA founder and chairman, Mr. Paul Pong, and head juror, Dr. Charleston to provide a well-rounded introduction of the awards details. And for any questions you may have regarding to the awards, please feel free to type them in the Q&A chat box below, and we will answer them accordingly during the Q&A section. This is the third year for the IFTA FinTech Achievement Awards. Based on the past 2 years' experience, the awards have been streamlined into 18 FinTech categories to focus the competition, 14 for corporates and 4 for individuals. Now, without further ado, please welcome Mr. Paul Pong, founder and chairman of IFTA, to deliver a welcome speech for us. Mr. Pong, please.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Pong, the founder and chairman of IFTA. I'm glad to see you all today. In case you do not know much about our organization, the Institute of Financial Technologists of Asia, IFTA, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you more about us and our FinTech Achievement Awards. IFTA is a non-profit organization founded by Wilson, Andy, and me. The mission and vision of IFTA is to uphold the professional standard of financial technologists in Asia and to create an ecosystem for global FinTech talent to be connected. Apart from the competency of FinTech talent, we also value their character and care so as to promote the ethical standards in the industry to achieve better sustainability. 2 years ago, we held the first IFTA Financial Technology Achievement Award. We aim to draw like-minded professionals together and build a vibrant and prosperous community for all through this award. By recognizing and celebrating the extraordinary achievements made by companies and individuals in the industry. Looking back at the IFTA FinTech Achievement Award last year, we have achieved a lot even in the context of the pandemic, with the theme of transforming FinTech community with competence, character, and care. The awards last year received an overwhelming response with more than 16 nominations from diverse range of sectors within the FinTech industry. The awards brought a lineup of elite awardees among Hong Kong's FinTech industry who celebrate one another for furthering social and business innovation, proving that Hong Kong is a leading force in adapting consumer financial technology. The award presentation ceremony was held virtually on 25th of September 2020 in response to social distancing limitations. This is a new attempt and breakthrough to us. A total of 66 awards were granted across 26 corporate and 4 individuals award categories. And among them, 3 are for our iconic stars who have devoted their lifetime creating extraordinary impact on the FinTech environment. And they are Mr. Jim Light, Dr. Sun Wei Mo, and Mr. John Zhang. The success of our award ceremony once again proved that every crisis is an opportunity. Running the 3rd year, the award this year is themed Embracing FinTech and New Normal and Accelerating Digitization. We can see the global pandemic and economic change have accelerated digitalization and create an array of new norms in how people work and live. While the future of FinTech will relate to how well the industry can adapt. Hong Kong, being one of the world's leading financial centers, can definitely lead the way. With the rise of Greater Bay Area and many new FinTech initiatives driven by the government, such as virtual banking, virtual insurance, and digital currency. We believe that FinTech is the way out for the future. We are all very happy to discover and recognize more potential FinTech companies and talent through our awards. This year, we have a strong professional juror panel led by Dr. Charleston Sin, the Executive Director of MIT Hong Kong Innovation Node. The other jurors include Mr. Simon Ouyang, Head of Strategic Initiative of Haskell Digital Asset Group, Mr. Emmy Chan, Chairman of the Association of Cloud and Mobile Computing Professionals, Engineer Eric Chan, Chief Public Mission Officer of Hong Kong Cyberport Management Company Limited, Dr. Dorothy Chow, Director of Hong Kong, Macau and Cross-Border Financial Affairs of Tungshun, Mr. Eric Shah, Chief Corporate Development Officer of Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation, Ms. Selina Lau, Chief Executive of Hong Kong Federation of Insurers, Mr. San Lee, Chief Executive Officer of Algorand Foundation, Mr. Vincent Ma, Chief Digital Officer of Sun Hung Kai Real Estate Agency Limited, and Ms. Julie Yan, Managing Director of FinTech Business International of WeBank. Appreciate all of your support. Please continue to support us as always, and I look forward to your participation in the award. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Pong. Now, let me welcome our head juror, Dr. Charleston Sin. And Dr. Charleston Sin will introduce to you more about the award categories and also the judging process. Dr. Sin, please. Dr. Sin, you have muted your microphone. Please be reminded.
Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay? Good. Hi, my name is Charleston Sin. I'm honored to be selected and asked to be the head juror of this prestigious IFTA FinTech Achievement Award 2020. So today, what I would like to spend 10 minutes or so to walk you through about some of the logic and also the category of it, so that you can actually be better prepared for the award level. So may I have the next chart? Okay, so this year we make a little bit different because from FinTech point of view, often the argument is whether it is from FinTech or TechFin. So therefore, this year we would like to accommodate both of them. So therefore, you can see that we have 10 categories in the use case and application area of FinTech. So those are, you can see that as the vertical applications use case that you should be focusing on. This year, we picked 9 of them that we named them as RegTech, and InsurTech, Payment Tech, Trade Financing, PropTech, Property Tax, and Blockchain, Crypto, and CEP, Banking Technology, Wealth Management Technology, and eMPF Technology. Now, these 9 areas are somewhat well defined. So when you are preparing your submission, that you should focusing on one of those solution area that you have. If you're a fintech company coming from the fin side, the financial side, you should categorize yourself on one of the 9. However, as in Chinese, that we always prepare for something that unprepared. So therefore, this year we have a category called others. If you don't think your creative and innovation is not fitting in one of the 9, put it there. In Chinese term, we call lao ba. So we just let your creativity juice to come in. If it doesn't fit of them, and just put it in the 10 category. So this is the 10 horizontal area. But from the TechFin technology company, we would like to also encourage your applications, maybe crossing in a number of the vertical area and come in as a horizontal. So FinTech solution is vertical. Advanced technology is horizontal. That with this year, we have number 1 is the AI. Of course, is the most important. AI, machine learning, deep learning, neural network, those areas that we would like to see some participation. And also second one is big data. Data is huge, is important, is the future of AI and anything. So therefore, we'd like to have a category for big data. Third area we are interested in is in cloud computing, the apply of the cloud computing technology into different areas. The fourth area we would like to highlight in particular in the financial world, it is important to have data governance. And the fifth area that we put it together as 5G and IoT, we put it as one category because these two areas, 5G and IoT, is depending on each other. So they go hands in hand. So good. So that's area, vertical or the horizontal. Next chart, please. So for the judging criteria, this year we have decided to make a little bit different. Both a listed company or a private company that we have 5 area, and for the NGO and the startup company is another 5 area. They are very similar. 3 of them are actually similar, but they have 2 differences. The first difference is that if you're a listed company, we give a much higher requirement on the ethics. So because as a longer term company, ethics is important. And on top of that, the innovation and technology is also important. You see that we put 30% of the criteria into the innovation and technology area. But on the NGO and the startup, because of profitability is not your main focus at the beginning. So therefore, we put a lot more emphasis on innovation and technology. We are looking for a new way that you try it out and attempt to solve financial problems. So therefore, innovation and technology is 40%. By that, we have the ethics size is actually reduced a little bit from 20 to 10%. You may ask the questions, what qualify to be a startup company? We ranked that if your startup company is founded after January 1st, 2016, I think, 2016, you are a startup company. So, but if you have further questions, you can actually approach us. So next question, next chart. For the corporate entrance, we are going to have 4 levels of award. So as the most prestigious one is Diamond. This is focusing over the last 12 months, what your application use case area, or technology area that you have done for the last 12 months. We want to emphasize that the last 12 months. So Diamond is the highest, Platinum, Gold, and also Silver. So those are the 4 levels of award level. Next, please. So this year, also, in addition to the corporate one, we also have the individual. So as you can see that for the individual, we have 3 different levels. Level number 1 is as the leader of the year. So this will be the people at the C level, company founder, or even the shareholder or the director of the board and the shareholding director. So that will be the leader. And we know that in the fintech area, we are requiring a lot of energetic new idea. So therefore, we have the second category of the rising star, and those are focusing on young professional of any company below 35 years old. So very similar to 35, under 35, something by Forbes and also by different magazines. The third area is the star in the make. So in other words, that we know that in Hong Kong, we need more talent. So therefore, we want to encourage the current undergraduate and graduate students to join us for develop a fintech innovation and put it in the star in the making, so that we actually recognize them, help them to groom them into the rising star and later on the leader of the future. So in terms of level of achievement for this category, it will be gold and also in the silver. Okay, with that, I think that's all my presentation. So back to you, MC.
Thank you, Dr. Sin, for the detailed explanation for the categories and also the judging process. Now, please allow me to brief you on the eligibility of the IFTA FinTech Achievement Award. The projects or solutions being highlighted must be included or being carried out within Great Bay China area, that is Hong Kong, Macau, and Guangdong province. Each company may submit more than 1 application, and the submission's content must be tailor-made for the specific categories. The projects or solution must either be launched or with updates specific within 1st January 2020 to 31st December 2020, both days inclusive. Entrants are required to submit 1 form for each application. IFTA and the awards jury panel has the right to make the final decision on the eligibility of all applicants. We will now move on to the application procedure and materials required for your application. In order to successfully apply for the awards, you need to fill in and submit the online application on the official website of IFTA FinTech Achievement Awards. In this submission, you will be required to answer all the questions, describe how your project works, and summarize its function. Also describe your project's end users, their pain points, and results achieved. Outline the development process and rationale behind the project. Highlight any challenges faced over the past 12 months, especially negative news, crises, and scandals, etc., and how they were overcome. Summarize how your project is unique in the fintech industry. And following will be the application fee. And these are the different application fees. For corporate entrance, the early bird rate is 6,000 Hong Kong dollars for listed or private corporation. For startups and NGOs, it will be 3,000 Hong Kong dollars. And the standard rates are 8,000 Hong Kong dollars and 4,000 Hong Kong dollars respectively. For individual entrants, the early bird rate is 1,500 Hong Kong dollars and the standard one is 2,000 Hong Kong dollars. Please kindly be reminded that the early bird offer ends on 26th of February 2021. So please act now and to submit your application. As mentioned, applicants are open today, and you may find this on the IFTA FinTech Achievement Awards website, www.iftaawards.org. Application will close on 26 March 2021. Participants will be required to present to jury panel in mid-April, and award presentation ceremonies would be held at the end of June. If you have any more questions regarding to the awards after this online briefing section, you may email us or call us using the following contact details. Before we open the Q&A section for all audience, please kindly leave your questions in the Q&A chat box at the bottom of your Zoom panel. May we now invite our speakers, Mr. Paul Pong and Dr. Charleston, to open the floor for the Q&A section. I saw that there is an audience would like to show the cost again. Let us go back to the cost, the application fee, I do believe. The application fee page. Yes, here you go. So hope you can see that. Okay. Before that, how about let me raise few questions before that. Oh, I saw that there are more questions coming in right now. What will happen if I fail to attend the finalist presentation? Dr. Xin, would you please help to?
I think I will address to that. So as the experience we have last 2 years and this year, we found that doing a final presentation is probably quite necessary for the finalists. So therefore, we really want to have all the finalists to do a presentation, either in person or if it is not possible, probably via Zoom. I think it's okay.
Yeah, so to conclude, basically we need to remain fair with all the competitors. So it is required for all finalists to conduct the final presentation to the jury panel members in no matter in what kind of ways. So physically or online can do as well. Okay, so we have more questions coming in. Do we need to submit video records for the products? Is there a time limitation for the presentation? For the time limitation, yes, we do have a specific presentation time for the finalists, but we will let you know more about the details on the time limitation later on. In last year, if I didn't remember wrong, I think we are allowing 10 to 15 minutes for each project for the finalist presentation. Yeah, but I think for this year, if there is any changes and also before the finalist presentation goes on, we will send you the more details about that before.
Yep.
So do we need to submit video records for the products? Yes, you can, but it is not a must. But if you think the video can help the jury panel to understand more about your products and or even your solutions, it would be great. You can submit this as a supplement for jury's reference. There are more questions. If the project was developed in GBA area, but the implementation and production in Southeast Asia area, is it eligible entry to the IFTA FinTech Award? Dr. Zin.
I think that it's not in the script, but good. But I think so. Yeah, I would. I think Southeast Asia is a very exciting area now. I think so. I would be that would be eligible.
Thank you, Dr. Zin. Okay. So how about let me try to see if there is any further questions. Mr. Pong, would you please share with us if there is any tips for joining this award?
We highly recommend that you can provide a supplementary document. Of course, some of we can watch like new clipping, award certificate, video, PowerPoint expansion before to support your project application. The supplementary document can demonstrate your achievement during the presentation. I think it's more persuasive. So that's why if you have, then of course show it to us. I think this is better. You have high chance to persuade or the juror to believe your story or to believe your success.
If I may add it to that, so as
Sure.
Paul has said, Chairman Paul has said, this year we were being very careful about put a lot of thoughts about what industry focus and also what FinTech focus and also technology focus. So we have run down on that juror. So in each of the 9 and with the 5 area. One of the judges is actually an expert in that area, and they have implementation of that area. For example, PropTech, Vincent is from Sunhook Properties, and for example, InsurTech, Serena is from the insurer factory, the insurer. She have 30 years of experience in insurance. So those are cloud computing. Emo is actually the chair of the mobility, 5G, IoT, and also cloud. So those are the area that we would make sure that we have at least 1, if not 2, to have that area of understanding. So to be fair to you. However, because of the number of time of presenting and also in the Q&A, if you give us a video of your demonstration, it will be much easier for us to feel that. But one thing that we really want to emphasize is your achievement over last 12 months. Last 12 months in 2020. So this is where the period of time. Maybe in 2019 you have done something fantastic, but not in 2020. So we would like to what happened in 2020.
Thank you, Dr. Zin, and also thank you, Mr. Pong. One more question for Mr. Pong. Could a person apply both a corporate achievement category and also the outstanding financial technologies of the year?
Of course. I think a person can represent the company, both the company and individual. So I think we welcome them to apply both.
Thank you, Mr. Pong. We saw that there are more questions coming in. One of the attendees asked, will the final presentation to be held in English or preferred it to be in local languages? As far as I know, especially last year practice, we need the finalists to present in English. So if there is any changes closer to the date of the finalist presentation, we will definitely let you know. But in the meantime, we will accept the finalist presentation to be conducted in English only.
If I may add to that, so
sure.
I think if you're worried about the communication, so I think the least you can do is to prepare your speech in English, but in the Q&A I think you can use Cantonese or Putonghua. I think when we pick the juror, all of them can speak both language, 3 language, English, Cantonese, and also Mandarin. And if you worry about the interaction of it.
Thank you, Dr. Zin. We got one more question about the marketing plan or exposure to the winners. From the last year experience that we got and also the practice that we have, basically for the winners, our site will try to arrange some kind of like media interviews for the winners, but also we also need to depend on how we can check if your solutions or your products can provoke media interest as well. This is something from our side that we would help, and we will also have to do. And besides, say for example, your winning list, the finalist list, also the list of winning companies, it will be showcased in the press releases, and also we will mass dispatch to the media as well. And from our last year practice, we normally will conduct a post-award newspaper supplement. So this is something that this could help to expand your media exposure for the winners. So if there is any kind of update information on the marketing plan later on, we will definitely share it with you. Also, we got a question, would university be eligible to join? I would say if there is anything that university has developed or on those kind of products or solutions, definitely we welcome university to join as well.
Yep.
Okay.
I totally agree. Like, if you have something creatively developed while you are a researcher, professor, or even a student, and I think that you should try. We love to see creativity.
Yeah.
I think first, Dr. Xin, correct me if I'm wrong. If he or she is a student, I think he or she would be eligible to join the Risings. There is a student category for the individual award that they could join. Yep. So for that category, you can consider to join, because actually for the rest of the category, actually it is a must that the product or solutions need to be implemented or being rolled out in the industry. But for the student part, the individual award for the students, basically it could be in a kind of like a proposal.
Yes and no, but I do see some university students already have their own startup and their own solution, their own set of customers as well. So we welcome that.
Star in the making category, is that correct? Yeah. Recognizing the students for innovative projects and also the ideas that could positively transform the fintech industry. So probably if you are a university student, then probably you can consider to join the individual category to further illustrate your innovative products or solutions to the jury
I think the question, I think the question from Natalie was, would university be eligible to join? Yes, university is eligible to join as a corporation. So as an NGO, submit your idea. If you have implement something for payment market, do so. Yeah.
Yep. So referring to the eligibility of the participant again, since the product was developed in Hong Kong and had already established customer network in Taiwan, but Taiwan is not under SEA but is in East Asia, am I eligible to participate? Dr. Xin.
Yes. We are less geography focused, bounded by geography. We are looking for creativity. That's really the creativity. We really want to this year push our thinking, test us. If you don't find the category anywhere, put it in others, and we'll put extra attention or look into the others.
I agree with Dr. Xin, because I think the fintech is not limited by the territory, because there's no boundary. You can go to the other area and territory if they, actually get the approval from the regulator locally, and then they can expand anywhere in the world. So we welcome that as well, I think.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Xin, and also thank you, Mr. Pong. One final question, Dr. Xin. The participant would still also like to know more about the price of the star making, which means for the star in the making, which means recognizing the student category. They would like us to talk more about the eligibility requirements.
Okay, I think, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I would like to ask my teammates to go back to the individual award categories slides first so that we can have a more accurate elaboration on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So in here, we recognize undergraduate and postgraduate student. Postgraduate means graduate student. So in this context, but while you're still in school, and for projects and idea, it doesn't have to be have a company that bought your idea, but it's an innovative project that you can actually get eligible to do that.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Sin. Hopefully we answered all the questions from our participants from this end. So if you have any further questions regarding to the FinTech Achievement Awards, feel free to contact with us. And our side will try our best to answer all the questions. And also, if you have any questions about if I am eligible or not, or if I can apply, which category we should apply, just feel free to contact with us. And we will also talk or discuss with our jury panel and do some recommendation for you as well. So this is what we can assist and also we can help. And that's all for our online briefing section for today. So thank you very much to Mr. Pong and also Dr. Sin for your time today. So if you have any further questions, just feel free to contact us for more details. And that's the end for today's online briefing section. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sin. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you soon.
Yes. See you.